So this is the basic anatomy of the urinary system, and here we're looking at a model of the left kidney. The left kidney has got an outer covering called the renal capsule. The renal capsule is connective tissue sheet, and this region where we see the major blood vessels entering and this tube called the ureter leaving, this region is called the hilum of the kidney. The kidney has got an outer zone. This outer zone all around the outside of the kidney is called the renal cortex, and from this blood vessel towards the hilum, this zone is called the renal medulla. There are some structures that are only found in the renal cortex and others that are only in the renal medulla. One of the most important structures of the renal medulla is this structure, which is called a renal pyramid. You see it here in three-dimensional dissection, and here you see it in just transverse section. So this is a renal pyramid, this is a renal pyramid, here we have other renal pyramids. In between the renal pyramids, there is an extension of the tissue that is found in the cortex, and this extension of that cortical tissue is called a renal column. The nephron of the kidney, most of that structure is found up here in the renal cortex. But as the urine is made, it will go down through the renal pyramid until the end of the renal pyramid, and the end of the renal pyramid is called the renal papilla. This is a renal papilla. Here is another renal papilla. Here we see the renal papillae of renal pyramids that are down below the plane of the section. At this point, we actually have urine, and urine will be collected in a series of tubes. These smaller tubes are called minor calyces. Any urine that we find in a minor calyx could have only come from one renal pyramid. So this would be a good example of a minor calyx. Here is another example of a minor calyx. As the tubes are collecting more urine, you will come into areas such as this, which would be considered a major calyx. It's a major calyx because urine here could have come from this renal papilla, or this one, or this one. So this is a major calyx. As more and more urine gets collected from this kidney, we're going to end up in this large region, and a drop of urine that's found here could have come from anywhere. And this structure is called the renal pelvis. The renal pelvis will act as a funnel and will funnel urine into this tube. This tube is called the ureter. The ureter is a tube that carries urine from the kidney to the urinary bladder.